And we are live. Not sure if the mic is working or not. Video looks like it's okay. All right, guys. I guess I shouldn't be chewing any gum. Definitely have to edit this and cut out the first part here. Uh, the one watching is me. Never know how those work very well. Question and answer period. You have questions, I have answers. And I'm on the move again, guys. Come on in. I had a rabbit sitting out here the other day, real close. I should have got my camera out and took a picture of him. I think he was sunbathing. It was nice yesterday. Today it's 9.2 above outside. Nice balmy 20 in here. All right. Daryl, you're my one viewer today. Um, I just set it up on the Sunday. Just got here, and Ron is looks like he's in the house here too. Hey, I'm going to paste. Hi V, welcome you guys. I'm going to paste the link to come on in. I need I need people to come in. Dan in, how you doing there? Hello, buddy. V, Daryl, Ron. I guess some people are. I guess I should get rid of my gum. Not good to be chewing gum and talking at the same time. I can do it, but it's hard. Catherine Johnson, good morning. Welcome, welcome. Um, I posted a link if anybody wants to. I would like people to come in. We can have a discussion. I'm doing a sort of a question and answer kind of a period here, and I'm on the move again. I've left Vancouver, so I'm traveling. And what do you know? I did stop to get a couple of uh, photos on the way. It wasn't just a straight drive through, but I did manage to get a couple photos. Let me just see here if I can share one with you right away, so you can see what I've got. Yeah, this one here. The sign doesn't really point to that mountain there, but it was just I was amazed by how flat it is on one side and jagged on the other, and you can see how the land just folded up there. And the tops of those mountains, the flat side was probably the surface at one time, and it's been lifted up and moved in that direction. So yeah, I got them all cut this time. uh, I didn't just get one cut; I had them all cut this time here. So let me paste that uh, link in there again. There you go, guys. If you wanted to come on in, um, question and answer period, and um, kind of a couple of it. I took some video, but I didn't save it on the computer yet. It's still in the camera. So I got some video of when I was coming along too. But let me just see here. Let's get rid of that one. Let me share another one with you. I think this is the same mountaintop, only it was without that sign in the foreground there. And I think I'm gonna remove the trees from the left side there and get rid of the trees. Um, I just love that how flat it is. You can actually tell that the left side of that mountain was just lifted up, forced up there. It's amazing. All right. I'll be taking any questions, guys. uh, looks like Ron, Daryl, V, Dan. Hello, hello. Uh, Guthrie's Tree Service. Hey, well, great to see you there, buddy. Thanks for coming in again. I don't know if you guys can hear me that well. I I usually talk too loud and I get too excited, so I'm hoping you can still hear me at least. This mountain here, I didn't take a shot of what the name of that mountain is. It was just closer to from Vancouver to Medicine Hat. It was closer to Calgary area, like in the Banff area, sort of coming out of the mountains already. So I just love that one. And here's here's what V says. She says, Wayne, looks like you got a new haircut. Yes, I did. The other one was getting a little bit too long, and when my hair gets long, it has a tendency to get real curly. So, not curly, but wavy. Yeah, Frosty Forest was, I think he was in Squamish at the time when I left Vancouver. And yeah, just by his name, you can tell he, where is that? He climbs mountains. He loves the snow and climbs the mountains. Oh, hey, hi, Bree. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Uh, all right, I think I'm going to put another photo in here that I had taken. I think it's the same one, only a little closer up, a little bit of a close up. And here again, I think I want to get rid of the trees on the right hand side here. I'll just take them out just so I can have the mountain in the background there. But not a tree on the top of that mountain is just perfectly flat at an angle. Uh, okay, so let me just see. Let me find a different one here of a different mountain top that I have taken on the way. This was farther back a bit. This one here. I really like this one. Bree, TGIF, and Daryl from Van City Adventures. Call me V. V. Ron C is Ron. Um, Dan N. And let me just see here. Paste one more time in the chat. There we go. You guys can click on the link if you want to come on down in the basement there. I can, let me just see here. We can remove that. And I am on the move again, guys. Finally, I've spent, let's see, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, and part of March. So 7.5 months in Vancouver. Uh, I didn't get a picture of a Sasquatch, but I did get a picture of a black crow, or it wasn't even a crow, it was a raven. There's blackbirds, crows, and ravens. They all look similar, but a raven is a much, much larger bird. And he was squawking and making a noise there, so I did take a picture of him, but haven't got it off the camera yet. So, and I guess Sasquatches are anywhere from, yeah, kind of a brown, dark brown to a black color, if you ever seen one, or seen pictures of one at least, anyways. And around that area, I went through the area where there's supposed to be like a population of them. I mean, I'm thinking if these guys survived up until now, there better be quite a big population of them in order to um, maintain the amount of them that people say they do see every once in a while. And there've been shows on TV about hunting for them things, and I don't think any of them ever come across one. So, okay, guys, and I guess Bree says she's listening in the background doing your house chores. So I guess the audio must be okay. And okay, I made it to Medicine Hat. That's where my home base. It's still cold here. Last night it got down to 0, and today it's 9.8. Yesterday it was 15, which was really nice. 9.8, and it's still a balmy 20 in here. Uh, I only had the heater on this morning for a little while to get it warm in here, and now it's just maintaining. I don't know if anybody knows Torin. Um, he does van helps people out fixing their vans. He's offering his services again. He's in Vancouver. Um, he offers his service to uh, help people fix vans and do what they. Oh, V says, where are you headed to? I'm where I'm at is about, maybe 70 miles from Saskatchewan. So I'm going to head into Saskatchewan and look up Karen and um, Paula from Van Vita Travels, and Karen, I forget what her channel name is now. I'm going to look those up. Karen says if I pop in, um, I can fix her sewing machine because I was a sewing machine technician for 20 some years. And she says, well, I have a Singer sewing machine that needs to be repaired. So um, in my unit here, I have a diesel heater. Um, very efficient, best way to heat, in my opinion. It's all the fumes, everything is exhausted outside, and um, I do have an affiliate account on Amazon for diesel heaters, and on my affiliate account, I have sold 30, I think 30 or 31 diesel heaters through my affiliate account. So that really helps, brings me in a couple dollars for each one that I do sell, or anything that I do sell on Amazon. Finally, Daryl, everything works great. I got all the files. Um, they did work, and like I said, downloading them would have taken like 2 hours, more than 2 hours each for 12. So that's a 24-hour day just downloading all the time. But then I had a failure right at the very end. It went for 2 hours, 2.9, 2.8 gigabytes, and then said fail, and then it wouldn't start again. I tried to. It said, "Do you want to cancel or restart?" And I did restart. It just didn't come about. So thanks again, Daryl, for those. They and for everything in the envelope there. I love all the stickers. Thanks again. Hello, everyone. Fit for. Oh, hey, I gotta put this. I gotta put this link in here again. You guys got to come up here if you like. And wait a second here. This keeps popping up. Guthrie's tree service. He says the he has a Chinese diesel. Yeah, Chinese diesel heater. It's not the Webasto or the S-Bar. It's the Chinese knock. It's a knockoff. Now the Webasto or the S-Bar costs you $1,600. A Chinese diesel heater costs you. You can get them for under $200 if you check around. So that's 6 times. Count them. 6 times the price. Do they last 6 times longer? No. Um, at the end of the day, the end result is they're exactly the same. They all put out the same heat. So, RVDJ, hey, welcome. Thanks for popping in there, people. Ah, Daryl says his dishes are done. And hi, Bree, RVDJ. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Um, I think the word awesome is too overused. So I don't think I'll say awesome. You're all fantastic. Um, she's doing the dirty dishes and cooking at the same time. Right on. I have a bunch of dishes here that need to be washed. And I think after the stream, I might get at it. Oh, when I was coming, I went Highway 1 this time instead of Highway 3 or the Coquihalla. Highway 1. Nice highway. There's not so much up and down too much, twisty and windy. But let me tell you, there's some bumps in the road that I hit a couple at, oh, it's 111K. I think I was in midair at one time, all four wheels off the ground. It just, wow, it's a good thing my steering wheel wasn't turned. I'd have hit the ditch. Okay, what was this one I'm missing? I'm a little bit a ways away from Daryl at the moment. Um, what is it? 12 to 1,600 kilometers or something. I now have 199,994 kilometers on my vehicle. So another 6 kilometers, I'm at 200,000 kilometers on that thing. Man, and still purring like a kitten. The only thing that I've put into it since I've owned it was a water pump. And I did the front brakes, the whole rotor and everything just because I thought it needed it, not because it had to have, but just because I thought it needed it. Barefoot ENAC in the house. ENAC. Right on. Thanks, guys, for popping in. And Prairie Life, there's Karen, and I've got to pop out to see you. Um, I am on my way, and not at the moment. I've made it to Medicine Hat, Alberta now, which is just a hop, skip, and jump from Saskatchewan. And I think I'm going to pop out that way. I don't know when. I've got an appointment to. I've got some hip problems. Um, Damn, I hope I don't have to get a hip replacement thing. But if I do, well, I'm going to have to sit here in Medicine Hat. I may have to get an apartment and settle down for a little while until that gets fixed, because you can't get in and fix these things right away. Is I don't know anything about moose milk. Is that sold in the liquor stores, or is that something that you have to make, or is there just a recipe for you can make your own? I'm not quite sure of that. So, so I am going to hit up Saskatchewan. I'm going to take in. Like I'm going to try to visit Prairie Life, Karen, and I'm also going to try to hit up Paula from Van City or Van Vita Travels, and see if I can make it out that way. I'd love to make it to Montreal. There's a nice friend of mine at Montreal, a bus driver out there, but I don't think I'm going to make it that far. It all depends on how the virus goes, the COVID thing. Okay, there it is, guys. There's another link to this. You can come on in to the um, live stream here and show your pretty little face here. Yes, thanks, Bree, for uh, promoting the thumbs up thing there. That really makes a difference. Um, what do you know? 70 in the house. Oops, I made a mistake. uh, we got 10 in the house here, guys. Look at that. I'm into the double digits again. Uh, this is anyway. Um, I don't know, Barefoot. I don't know if you saw him or not. Uh, yeah, right on, right on. Yes, and then to try to make it back to Vancouver. Yeah, right on. And Ron says he's having lunch. He might pop in later. Montreal. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't really know where they're from. Well, that makes it. I have to doubly. I'm going to see. I don't know if anybody's seen my one of my videos there about a van that looked exactly like mine. It was a 1997, and mine's a 1995. His name was Eric. He's a French guy, and he is from Montreal, and he drives like a city bus there. So one of the nicest people I've ever met. Um, Usually, people from the West kind of are not too happy with, the how do we say that, the Eastern, how do we say it friendly wise. But Eric was a wonderful guy. It's amazing how you can open up to each other when you're strangers as opposed to family. Okay, a cool friend from Alaska, way up in Alaska. Right on. Well, I might have to take a trip up there. Um, I had when I first started van life. I started on May 1st, 2018, and retired that very same day. So I start living in my van May 1st and full time. And I had goals to set. And the three goals I had set up right at the very beginning. One goal was to go to the East Coast and put my feet in the ocean, go to the West Coast, put my feet in the ocean, and go to the North Ocean, way up north. and I haven't made it up that far yet. So yes, V. Eric was a very cool dude. I didn't get to put everything on the video that we had talked about and everything, but he is such an open person that I had to learn a lot of stuff from him. I one out of my goals that I had was the oceans, go to the three oceans that are bordering Canada. Which I haven't even completed that. I did two of them, the east and the west coast. And another goal of mine was to figure out what you guys probably don't know that, but I I always considered myself as an angry, grumpy old person, old man, a grumpy old man, and I really didn't know why, or I was trying to figure out why. Um, and After talking to Eric, he kind of really opened my eyes, and discovering why and how to calm that, and because I think your whole life is determined by the age of 7. From the age of 0 to the age of 7, everything you bring in, you are going to that's what you've learned, and that's going to be there for the rest of your life. And it's hard to train your brain to uh, to undo certain things. And I was never mistreated as a child. I My dad kicked me in the ass one time because I lost the cap of a gas can, and I lost it. And he comes home from work, and he had a disease called narcolepsy, is where you would just fall asleep. He wouldn't be walking and fall asleep, but he'd be sitting at the table eating or sitting watching TV, and he would just his fork would be up to his mouth to take a bite, and he'd just fall asleep, and it would stay there. It's not like he'd fall over. He would just stay there. But yet, if you talk to him while he's in that state, he said he could hear you. But so he comes home from work, and he had that narcolepsy, and I could tell he was going to have an attack. But he kicked me in the ass, and he says, "Go find that gas can cap." And that was the only time that I had ever remembered that I got a licking for anything, or that I was hit by my parents. I had I thought was a great upbringing. My parents split up when I was very young, and I lived with my mother and my brother and sister. And I mean, we were poor, but I think when you're children, you don't know that you're poor. Like, we had macaroni, mac and cheese, and wieners, and you know, by standards today, it'd be cheap food. But back then, I loved mac and cheese and hot dogs, and I didn't really understand that there was such a thing as a, a low poverty type life. I loved it. I talked to Eric about his. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, and he has a Facebook channel. It's all French, but he does speak very, very good English. If you've seen on my video, you can tell he hardly sounds French at all, except once in a while when he was talking, he'd bring up a French word and he'd put it in there, and then he would explain that there are no words in English that say that, and he would have to many many sentences before we would explain what that one word meant. And just that one word is like I think the Eskimos have, what is it, 50 different words for snow. Like, amazing. It's just incredible. I'm not quite reading the yeah. I would like everybody to meet Eric. He calls it when you're angry. Oh, okay, the yin and the yang. He says yes, but there's he didn't call it the bad. There's the good and the not so good, the yin and the yang. And he says, but no matter what, it is what it is. And he called it when he would get up some days or he's having a rough day, he called that plowing. And he had his arms out like this. I don't know if I can show that on the screen, but he had his arms out like this, and he would take a couple of steps forward, um, and he would say that this is what I call plowing. It's when I'm frustrated and I'm angry and I'm uh, and that's called plowing. And then he would take a minute and step back. And some of the stories that he told me were just fantastic. Like when someone's mad at you and you at them, he says, be the first one to do the opposite and either thank that person or make him your friend. And he said he did that to a couple hockey players when he was playing hockey. And uh, the guy that was angry at him made him angry at first, but then he turned it around, met him in the washroom, and he said, "Hi, I hope you're having a great day," and what have you. And the guy was so even angry at the moment, still, he couldn't believe that this guy that he just beat up on the ice on the hockey rink, that he was such a nice guy to him after. And it ended up that they were kind of best buddies at the end. Um, it's just how you can turn things around. I wish I did record some of what he was saying. I hid my microphone on my on my like a lapel kind of microphone, and I was recording what he was saying. And then he said something, and he said, geez, I was hoping you would record that. That would have been amazing." I can't remember what he said, but so I said, "I did record it," and he said, "What?" He said, "I said I did record it." And oops, here's Ron looking for fit for oh, gee, I lost train of all thought there. But anyways, I'm trying to train myself because my one goal is to figure out why I was such an angry, grumpy old guy. And there I am plowing. And when I put my arms out like that and I take a couple steps, I think of Eric right away. And believe it or not, it helps me to figure out why I am plowing and how I can fix and say, well, it is what it is. Don't worry about it. Don't make it evil. Don't make it bad. It may not be good, but it is what it is, and accept it for what it is. And geez, it brings a lump in my throat when I think of that. It's amazing. You don't meet many people like that. Ah, I'm not too sure how many Canadians are in the chat here. I was hoping to get a few in here. Yeah, see that, Ron. The things that make me angry are this big. The tiniest little things, like for example, when you're driving down the road and not in the city more or less, but when there's a traffic light on the highway and it's green and you just about get there and it turns yellow to red. Well, you see that bothers me like a lot. So why would that bother you? There is no reason. So I was wondering if there's any Canadians in the chat here that um, are with Shaw. Um, I'm actually looking for some help with Shaw. I need someone to sign me up on their Shaw account, and I think if you have Shaw, you can sign up 10 people for or 10 different devices for free. And I mean, I'm even willing to help out a little bit if I can. But being I'm going to lose my Shaw account here with someone else, I'm hoping that instead of putting out a video and kind of begging, oh please, has anybody got Shaw that they can sign me up with? I thought I'd beg on on live stream. Um, I don't want to call it begging. I'm just asking for assistance if anybody has any. I don't know if they have Shaw in the states. I'm not quite too sure about that. And let me just see here. What did thanks for the comments here, guys. It's just amazing. I'm kind of hoping everyone could meet Eric, and I do have some audio of his that I might just audio and no video. I might put that on sometime and let other people hear what he's got to say. It's like what the heck is that guy's name? Tony. He's a very inspirational speaker. I know you all know who it is when I could think of his name. Um, it's a lot like him. How he was brought up and how he changed his life. It's just simply fantastic. Yeah, most people probably don't. I don't think a lot of people have Shaw. Um, and if they do, I don't know if they're willing to share. It's they can't tell where I go. There's nothing really involved. They just sign someone up, and so okay. Wait a minute. What the heck? Uh, I gotta post this and read this. Um, yeah, and yes, Ron. I find myself angry at the smallest things, and before, like now, and since I've met this Eric fellow, and I'm trying to retrain my thoughts process. Um, I'm wondering why, uh, and yet when I see uh, something like these videos on injured animals or rescuing injured uh, animals and stuff, it just brings me to tears. Like it puts a lump in my throat just thinking about the little animals that are suffering, uh, and yet the other tiniest little things. I don't know if it's so much people that bother me so much. I mean, sometimes, like my family, my sister and I are, um, we're not close anymore. I just don't know why. Well, when we were small, she had a doll. I guess you can't do the size. She had a doll, and the kind of plastic doll that was not hard plastic and not real soft, rubbery type plastic, but poor little fingers. I had a pair of scissors in my hand, and I cut the fingers off right about here. I'm a child. My sister's a child, and do you know that that bothers her to this very day? I've been looking my whole life for 60 years for a doll that would replace that, and I can't find one. And I don't even know if she'd ever forgive me for that anyway. And a couple of times I've tried to heal the wounds, and I thought to myself, well, somebody has to uh, change their thought process here, or we'll go to our graves just hating each other. So I tried a couple times, and it just didn't work. So I'm going to keep trying, though. It's the yin and the yang. It is what it is, Eric. It is what it is. Anyway, you're right. V. It just won't bother me in 2 weeks. I won't even think of it in 2 weeks. And hang on. And if you keep that in your mind, that hatred, it's that person gets to live in your mind for free. Doesn't even have to pay rent. He's just in there, and it's you got to let it go. Hey, Daryl. Daryl's back again. I don't know how you do it, Daryl. I don't know how you visit all the live streams. There's a few of you in here that go to every live stream that I go to, and you're all there. It's that's I don't know how you find the time in the day. Dan, you're absolutely correct. I don't. I wish I could. I wish I could do that. And some days I get up and I say to myself, "What's beautiful today?" And how can I? Not how can I make it beautiful, but how can I see the beauty in the day, and the people I pass, and the things I see. And sometimes I try to think of that, and sometimes it just doesn't come to me. Um, it's pretty hard to train when you're grumpy and angry, and I think it's hard to train to get out of that. But I am trying. So I am. So I didn't really see, but if there's anyone in uh, if there's anyone here in the house that has a Shaw account, if Shaw is your service provider, and you can sign up uh, other devices like I'm just asking for help in if you could sign up me as one of your devices, and give me an account, and so I can go to the Shaw Open places and get Wi-Fi instead of relying on going to a library or going to a fast food, sitting outside in your van in a live food place, or a fast food place. Um, I Right now I still have Shaw for a little while here, so I'm sitting outside just on the street in Medicine Hat, and enjoying the nice fast Wi-Fi that I have here, as opposed to um, sorry guys, it brought a tear to my eyes a little while ago there. Um, and Dan, I am gonna try harder, because, like I said, with your arms out, take a couple of steps, and I'm plowing, and that's when you can think of it and say, "Oops, I can't do this. This does not compute," and try to work in the day. And thanks, Daryl. For even taking the time out of your. I know it's Sunday. I'm sorry, guys, that I switched my time from the live streams on Wednesday with the raid, from going one after the other, who 5 raids in a row or something. And those guys are all doing fantastic. I mean, I didn't stop there because I was the first in line, and I had the lowest count on my viewers. That's not why. It's just I didn't want I didn't want to sit there for 5 hours, uh, and live stream all the time. I could pop in and say hi, and show my support, give my thumbs up, and so I just went back to a Sunday when hopefully some of my other subscribers would tune in from um, across the pond. There, a couple of them stop in every once in a while. Um, Hang on, guys, I'm missing some chat things here. What does Ron say again? It's amazing how you don't show people online your real self. I've had people come on and say uh, to a lot of I've had people come on here and say, Wayne is a true, honest person, what have you. I may be honest though, but it's it's not who I am. I don't want to show you guys my angry side. That's not who I am. To show that, I take it out on. I guess I take it out on everybody else. Believe it or not, I met a girl named Jen who has three jobs, and one of her jobs is to do there's a term for that, breathing. Uh, Take 10 breaths in and 10 breaths out, and do that um, for a few minutes, and do that every day. And it's a lot of training. Your brain is a very powerful instrument, very, very powerful. If only you knew how to control it and use what it's trying to tell you. And I heard somewhere that everybody thinks that you use 10% of your brain at 10% of your brain. And I heard another guy say that's not really true. You use 100% of your brain. It's just uh, Tony Robbins. I think that's the name. Is that the name of the guy that is a very, very inspirational speaker, very a positive attitude on life? And when he tells you his life story, you would not believe uh, how it is. It's simply amazing. I hope you guys are can read this. Um, Daryl had a great idea. Great idea, Dan. Gets your mind moving in a different direction. It's just like uh, reminds me of Caesar Milan with the dogs. Um, all you got to do is give him a little tap when he's angry at something and change his brain waves to something else. Uh, Move his mind thought to something different. And even human beings can only have one thought at a time. It's, you cannot think of two things at the same time. You think you can, but no, you can only do one thing at a time, whether it be microseconds or whatever, however length of time you think it is, but it's only one thing at a time. Oh, uh, I've been on for 49 minutes. I don't know how long you guys want to hang around, but um, let me just post one more in here, see if anybody would like to come up. If not, it's okay. Don't not to worry. But I just thought if somebody wanted to come up and talk and answer some questions or what have you. Oh, Daryl, I don't know if I what story that was, but I was a bully kid. I bullied. Shit, I don't want to cry, but I feel sorry for all the kids that I bullied. I wish I had a picture of that doll. Only girls would understand. Cut the fingers off my sister's doll. Sorry, guys, that I'm not talking. I'm trying to read the comments here, and some of them just. I'm sorry for whining and crying, guys. I don't really show that side of me very much, and it's. I'm trying to get better, anyways. You were editing a video and ran into a snag. What kind of a snag did you run into there, Karen? I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but um, none of you are saying the word awesome, and thank you very much because I think the word awesome is over overused. And I looked it up, and the word awesome means, yes, it does mean like very high, above and beyond, but it also means the fear and like the put the fear of God in you. It's amazing. It's the word where the word awful comes from. Awful, awesome. They're both the same. So uh, I'm trying to use other words than awesome. You guys are all fantastic. You're over and above, beyond the best. Um, and if you want to slip in there, awesome, fine. But awesome is just overrated. Seamus, how you doing there, buddy? The police leaving you alone? Quite the story. Amazing. I made it back in just about two pieces, uh, twice. Twice on the highway, just about in two pieces. Let me tell you, close. Um, I think my van was above the ground, all four wheels above the ground at one time. Like it, yeah. You see these little red triangular things that say bump, and it's not just like a quick bump. This was like a real dip and then up. And when I came up the other side, my God, I must have been in midair for a split second there. And if my steering wheel was turned in any way, it would have been zing off to the side. But how to how to fix a referencing media on the camera air? I'm not quite too sure what you mean there. Can you give a little bit more detail, or do you want to share, or um, gee, I'm not too sure. I mean, everybody in here probably does editing. I do quite a bit of editing. Um, I use a couple programs. They're both free. I don't pay for anything if I can help it. Um, one of them is HitFilm Express, which is the free version, and DaVinci. DaVinci. Oh, what the heck is the name of it now? Get rid of all these here pictures in the background. DaVinci Resolve is what I use to, and HitFilm Express. And no, I am 68, I think, this year, coming up in a couple of months. And that happened when I was probably, let's say, 10. So that's 58 years that I've had a chance to forget about it. And no, I don't remember. But let me tell you, I have a good, if I see something, I'll remember it. So if I see it again, I will remember that. Yeah, yeah, they're Seamus. Even at work, you get to talk to the police all the time because of your job. No kidding. You get to encounter these guys all the time. Wait a second here. You are human, Wayne. You're not a robot. You have feelings and emotions. You bet I do. Um, and Eric was just the first time meeting him, and you would not believe how both of us opened up to each other and said things that you would never probably mention to anyone else, or having a hard time mentioning to your very own family and friends. What does Karen say here? I have got to read this one a little bit more carefully. Oh, on Apple iMovie. Okay. Uh, oh, okay. You just deleted the clips. So are they all gone? I don't know how an Apple works, but if it was a PC, I could get that back for you, even if you deleted them. I don't know if you've seen my live stream on how to get all that stuff back from your computer if it happens to crash, or even if you format a hard drive, I could get it all back. You just have to know how. And kind of being a techie the way I was lucky and I got all my stuff back. Takes a little work, but I did get it back. 99% of it. And I think, like I said on my video there, um, if you have years and years of photos on your laptop and you don't have them backed up anywhere, and you're how often does a computer crash to the point where you can't get anything back? Not very often. So people don't back up that often, or they don't save their files somewhere else just to make sure. But when you lose all those photographs, weddings, family meetings, sentimental videos, and photos, how do you get them back? It's very, very hard. Okay, hang on. Here's another one I have to read. Um, 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 uh, is it your latest video that you put out? There's a boo boo on there somewhere. You said because I deleted the clips, the music stutters. But oh well. Oh well. That's a piece of cake. It's easy to put the music back in over top itself because it goes just on the. Yeah. Well, there again, a little work, but um, I'll have a look at that. If it's just a video that you just posted a little while ago, I'll have a look and see. Ron, what does Ron say here? I used the earlier that myself. Right on. Yeah, and the thing is, that's the thing. I only have myself to blame, no one else. And I keep telling that to my friends that are around me. I said, if you're pushing my buttons, it's not you, it's me. It's me that let those buttons go in when you push. It's me that has to stop that from that button being moved. So it's not the person. Although I have bumped into uh, a couple of people that they knew what my buttons were and they kept pushing and pushing and pushing. So I have to learn to just turn around and walk away. I can't let that bother me. Yeah, yeah, Seamus. This is me right off too. And oh, okay. So you're trying to download the file from your camera, and it's telling you that you. Oh, let me get this on here, and it's telling you that it's while referencing the camera file. That's a strange one. If it's on your camera, do you not have a flash card in there that you can take out? Um, that's a strange one. If it's on your camera and you're trying to download something from your camera to your computer, and then it's telling you that you cannot download while referencing the camera file, getting ready to try to download the file again. Ooh, cannot download while referencing the camera file. You see, just that statement there sounds to me like the camera or whatever is doing something to that file and you can't access it because it's doing something. But that can't be true. So I'm not quite too sure about that. Although I have fixed a lot of apples when I worked at, well, it used to be called Future Shop, and I worked at a couple other um, computer stores, and we fixed all kinds of computers. So anyway, um, so uh, hang on, is the so the file is the file is on your camera, and then you're trying to download it so that you can post it to YouTube. Is it that's correct? And you just tried it again and it didn't work. That seems not logical. Does your camera have a flash drive that you can actually take out of the camera, or do you just or have you done that? I'm not too sure. What's this here Ron says about law enforcement? Yeah, um, I think law enforcement has gotten too out of hand. They think they're all above the law, and they just some of them just beat up people and make up an excuse that, hey, you're resisting arrest or you're doing this and you're doing that, and they haul them off to jail. Yeah, Daryl, I bumped into, like I said, a couple people that they know how to push the buttons once they find them, and one was a woman that knew exactly how to play with me. Let me rephrase. Let me rephrase that one. She knew how to push my buttons and play with my soul and heart. And I gave her the chance to stop doing that, but why would she? Yeah, yeah. Oops. Yeah, I wasn't with her too long. Um, every time we had met up, all she enjoyed was pushing my buttons, and I knew that though, and I thought she could change, but didn't work. Okay, here we go. Karen says, I finished the movie in iMovie. Lots of music edits, sound effects, and different video clips. One or more of the video clips didn't download from the camera disk. I have to figure out which one and delete it. Okay, so everything in iMovie is still chopped up, so you're going to find the one that is not right and then delete that one. I guess. I have another friend that uses iMovie, but he's not online or he's not here, so I can't ask him a question about it. How to use iMovie? Yeah, I know. Hello there, Ray. Thanks. Hey, thank you for popping in, guys. Or Ray, appreciate it very much. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes when I do the plowing thing, and I'm angry and what have you, and I don't maybe see someone else, but I think about other people that are worse off than I am, and and what am I doing? Why am I taking it out when you see an autistic person or something and how they actually are enjoying life? It's simply amazing how they how they cope, and they're just full of joy. I have a cousin that's that way, and very very intelligent in that way. I can learn some things from them. Ray is in the house and saying hi to everyone. Thanks, Ray. Um, I hope you don't mind, Ray, that I took my live stream off of the Wednesday nomadic thing. I just thought that you guys didn't need my help. You guys are all doing really well there, and my stream at the beginning doesn't really help. And I just thought it was too much to do, like 5, 6 hours of streaming all at once. So that's why I opted out, and I picked up my Sunday kind of noon thing here that I could get a couple of my friends from across the pond in and have them chat, and it wasn't so late for them. So um, oh, I don't know if anybody wants to pop in. Like, please feel free if you have something to say. Um, please feel free. Um, I'm still looking for somebody that has Shaw out there that would appreciate. I'd appreciate if I could sign up under somebody's account. Yeah, thanks, Ray. You guys are all doing so fantastically well, um, uh, and like I said, my 2 cents worth in there isn't really going to help that much. So um, I still come and watch, and I show my support. I give my thumbs. I do whatever is required for the YouTube algorithm. Um, I may not stay for a long time. I like to visit, I guess, a whole bunch of live streams, and but I still do come and I do show my support though. So Ray every day. Now this is incredible. Hey, thanks, buddy, for popping in. Um, I have been by and watched a couple of your videos lately, and I don't know if I told you the story about fishing. I think I did, and you said, "Oops, not good." And you know what the whole thing was? You got time for a little story? I'm from Alberta, resident, and after 60 years old in Alberta, you don't need to have a fishing license anymore. It's totally free. And if you do need a license in Alberta, it's only like 25 or $30. So when I went from Alberta to BC, I knew I was in BC, and I knew that when I threw my line in the water, that I was fishing illegally. I knew it. But through my whole life, through my 68 years of existence, I have been approached by wildlife and fish and wildlife guys maybe twice in my whole life. So I'm way down the river somewhere and figuring I'm never going to get asked or talked about. Hey, thanks, David, for popping in. Desmond Donders, thanks. Um, so I threw my line in the water a couple times. I caught a little trout. I'm a catch and release fisherman guy. I put him back, and I threw my line in again. And here comes a fish and wildlife guy. And as he's coming towards me, I throw my line in again. Not very far, but here he comes. We got somebody in the house, so I'm going to have to bring them up. Unhappily houseless. All right. There we go. And there we go.
Am I echoing?
No.
Good. I'm using an old S7 here.
Okay. No, I don't hear any echoing at all.
Okay. Well,
I just want to finish one little short fishing in BC without a fishing license. And in BC, the laws are way different. You have to have several different fishing licenses, and they cost way more. And even if you're over 60, you still have to have a fishing license. So one license is for fishing in lakes. Another license is for fishing in streams where the water meets the ocean. It's another license. So he nailed me to the cross because I didn't have a fishing license. It was a $220 fine. And if you don't pay within 30 days, you are considered guilty. So I decided right away I wasn't going to pay this. And I had asked him before he left, I said, if I don't pay this, and he said, well, you're guilty and they're going to take away your BC fishing license for a maximum of 3 years. And I said, well, I'm an Alberta resident. I don't have a BC, so that's too bad there. He said, well, they'll take your Alberta fishing license away. And I said, well, I don't need one. I'm 60 years old. I don't need one in BC, in Alberta. So he walked away and I left, and 30 days went by. I was considered guilty. And then 7 months go by, and I get a phone call from the guy saying, you should come in. We have to give you another ticket in person. You can't just mail it to me. I can't do anything. It has to be delivered in person. So I said, okay, I'll come in. So then I phoned him before I came in, and I said, well, where do I got to go? He said, you got to be in Mission. You got to come to the Fish and Wildlife Society there, and we'll give you this in person. So I phoned the day before, and I asked, is Jeff there? And she says, no, he's not in yet. And I said, well, what's the matter with my ticket? I have to come in and get it. Problem, the first one was not dated correctly, or it wasn't signed, or something was wrong. Ding, 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 bell rang. Too bad, snooze, you lose. It's over. That is null and void, that ticket. And I'm not going to come in and ask for another one. So please. So I haven't heard from him since. It's just like the police here. If they give you a parking ticket, they forget to put a date on it. It's null and void. They just rip it up and throw it away. So no fishing ticket. Anyway, I've got to read some and somebody popped up. Uh, Hello, my name is Ray. Ray every day. He's a fisherman guy, and he's on. And Desmond Donders is in. David. Ray from Van Life Rocks is in. And, okay, how do I get rid of, or how can I put up there's the names? Unhappy Homeless.
Yeah, hi
Sounds
there.
like- yes.
Oh, I'll continue. I'm just showing a little of a campground here in Sheboygan County, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. Beautiful. I finished
Yep,
my
well.
story, so we can chat now.
Okay, well, it's finally t-shirt weather. For us, that's like around 50 degrees.
Yeah, right on. It's
So
Medicine
hopefully
Hat
it'll,
here now. Go ahead.
it still gets down to like freezing, and it's not. It shouldn't be quite this warm, but we're happy about it.
Unhappily Homeless. Ron's asking who is that? Who are you? What's your name?
That's what I'm going by right now. But
Okay.
am I modded up right? I'm not even looking at the phone right now. Do I have a wrench? I'm just curious.
Oh, I don't really know, and I can't see it on live stream.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to go
Okay.
to YouTube to figure that out.
Okay. I've been on your chat before, and I do see you under other handles as like Ronnie. But yeah. So this isn't my first chat. I was listening to you talk earlier.
Yes, and I think I follow you obviously, and I don't know if you do lives, but I do try to catch everybody that I that I have online.
Oh, right. Yes. I'm actually at Sundance Farm Campground, and they also have a horse deal. I'll just call it a horse deal. They got, they house horses, and then they have all these jumps and such. And it's been a nice, quiet winter, but now the tourists come in, and we'll see what it'll be like this summer.
Yeah, is that like equestrian horse things?
Exactly.
Right on.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I have a channel called Sundance Farm Campground, and it shows quite a bit. It shows everything, really.
Oh wow! Yeah, they have an equestrian horse farm out here, actually.
What does that? I mean, I hate to ask, but what does that mean? That they jump?
Yeah, they jump and do not rodeo barrel riding. It's jumping and probably just jumping.
Okay. Yeah, I know they do they do have some ponds out here for the horses and some weird things, but okay. Thank you. I learned something. Lots of deer up here in Wisconsin. They're not quite as big as the horses. They're not quite as big as the horses, but more plentiful.
Bree is asking what state are you in?
I'm in Wisconsin. This is Sheboygan County.
Oh, right on, Wisconsin.
Right.
Right on.
Right. Yeah, I've chatted with you under Ronnie Braun. But anyway, this place is nice because it does have winter camping, and it does have the old facilities, which you may have to use in the winter, but it also has the new facilities, which are modern and clean. And it has the regular BS dump.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's getting fewer and farther between for the winter camping, and some places it's went up just astronomically, to whereas at one time it wasn't $200 a month. Now, well over 1,000 if you're going to stay in a campground.
Oh wow.
So this one's pretty decent, and it's decently priced. but I just figured I'd throw that in there. They're few, they're going away. But then again,
on sea, it says it looks like Texas.
Oh yeah, well, it's got the horses part. Yeah, maybe it does. Yeah, well, maybe with all the new motorhomes, it'll become a thing again. But like I said, unfortunately, there's not many nice places like this, and they've been adding on. Let's hope it continues.
I just came back from Vancouver to Alberta, and in Vancouver, spring has sprung there already. The flowers are up, the trees are pink with flowers, and come to Medicine Hat here, and everything's still brown and no leaves, no flowers, nothing.
Drop my hat here. Yeah, well, for here, it's getting down to like freezing at night. I'm not going to lie to you, but if we can, but like I say, spring's here.
Yeah, it's finally coming.
Right. Yeah, the key thing is, it's not quite here yet, but I know down south it is. Even in Wisconsin, let's say, when the fishing's good, you'll have a spawn way down south, and then as it warms up, the spawn will come closer to us.
Yes.
So in other words, you got many spawns across the state just because of the differences in temperature.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it still gets down to freezing here, in Alberta and Medicine Hat here. Last night it was 0. Right now it's 10 and it's 21 in here in the van.
Okay. Yeah. For this part of Wisconsin, it might get colder than, I don't know that much about Canada, but I know it definitely gets colder than some parts of Canada. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, you look like you're in t-shirts, so.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but we're very hot-blooded, always living here, so. So you might not be able to. Well, you're from Canada. You may be able to do the same, but some from Texas might need a jacket.
Yeah. When you go farther the west, you go, it dips down to the equator more, like Vancouver and the island there. It's the warmest part of Canada, so that's why I migrate there every winter.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, if it gets too busy or crazy out here, I might have to do a little migrating myself. But having wheels underneath you, that's the nice thing about it. You can go.
There we go. We are back. We had a short glitch in the. Oh yeah, that's very good down there.
Yeah, I'm kind of walking down, so hopefully it's not my fault. Was it me that you lost?
I lost myself. I lost the whole thing. So no worries.
Oh, cool. Well, yep. Now, as a matter of fact, see these 99% of these campers, I believe, were all at the Sheboygan Broughton Marsh, which was a public campground, and you could camp year round. And you could get a nice deal like $1,500, actually probably less, for all year. Now, of course, the government is not having any part of that, so now that's one of those places where you got to spend $1 billion to stay there, and you can't. And if you want to stay over the winter, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg and maybe a truck.
Yeah. So it's fully serviced there, is it? Like power and sewage and.
Yeah, absolutely. I did stay out here like 15 years ago, and the guy definitely did a lot to improve the place. He's got these mailboxes. He's added plenty of places, but like I said, this isn't the norm.
Right.
Yeah, it's a nice slice of country.
Can I ask how much? How much you cost a day there?
Okay. Here $400 a month. That's for for everything, your water, your electricity, and yeah. So I guess it doesn't sound like much to some people, but to me, it was much better when it was closer to $100 a month. With 15 years ago, 15 years.
Yeah, no doubt. Everything's going up. Even they put a sign up the other day here for Alberta. Anyways, some camping went up $3 more, and some tent camping went up like $1 more. So I mean, everything goes up. It just doesn't quit.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, then it's not just where I'm at, so I shouldn't cry so much about it. But very interesting place here.
Yes.
Of course, I'm looking inside their little place here. Excuse me a second. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. Can you see that? Hold on a second. Oh man, whatever can go wrong will. But anyway. I'll check with you. Yeah, I suppose it'd be much easier to do some, boondocking would be much cheaper, like free, if you can place. Hi there.
Yeah. No, wait a minute. It costs more to stay on a site here in Scotland for a month than it does in for a mortgage. Oh wow! That's what Desmond Donder says. It costs more for in Scotland for a month than it does for a mortgage. Wow!
Thank you again, sir. You have a good one. Yeah. Well, I'm live streaming on YouTube. You probably don't want to be seen, or would you mind for a second? Okay, yeah. So actually, this is the owner right here, and this is Steve, and he's very nice. Just hand delivered me my mail, and his family's nice, the same, and they've also got these mailboxes here, and.
Sometimes they put the mail in little boxes, other times in here. So we make it work.
Right. Yep, it works. Anyway, see, I told you.
Well, you just tell him he got a plug. He got a plug for his place there.
Okay. Well, it sounds good. All right. Thanks again, Steve. Just hold on one second here. I was just going to ask you a dumb question. Were you ever interested in like a cheap pool table for this place? Okay. All right. Sure. No problem. Yeah, it looks like he definitely serves drinks. I haven't been here over the summer and seen what he has done.
Wow.
But I mean, as far as inside the office, I was asking him, and I guess he doesn't want to turn it into like a pool hall, but I tried. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and pretty nice, really. They used to have sites here. Well, I guess they still do. You don't have to necessarily get a camper site. There are tent sites without electricity and tent sites with electricity. So it's I don't know. It looks like about 40 acres to me, but I don't know how many acres are here.
Oh well, is there any water there, like a stream or a lake?
Yes. There's water, but that's for the horses. It's like a horse pond of some kind. And but there's no like river that runs through or anything. But they do have an area where the water can be dammed up if they wish, for a secondary pond. But no running water. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I'm not hearing you right this second. Maybe I will when I move forward. I assume you may have lost me also.
I'm back on. Sorry, guys. This is why I need somebody that has Shaw that can sign me up. I'm having problems with the Wi-Fi today, badly.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm just glad it's not me.
Oh no, you're not the problem at all.
A good deal. Okay. Well, it looked like you could see me anyway. That's most of the battle today. I just kind of wanted to show off Wisconsin a little bit. Nothing's really started growing yet. It's anything green's just stayed that way throughout the winter.
Okay. No, we can see fine. We can hear you fine.
Oh, great. Yeah, I don't know. They do seem to be really good people. I don't know if they've actually got extra horses for like me to ride, but if I get along good with them, I'm going to ask them this summer. I'm going to say, hey, let's do it.
Yeah.
And this is basically some farm country, central Wisconsin.
Yeah, maybe they have some trail rides or something there.
Well, I don't know what trail rides does for visitors, tourists, but things like snowmobiling, that tends to bring tourists in.
Right.
I don't know if we bring as much four-wheeling in as Michigan, but as you can see, they're cleaning this up a bit. I don't know. We've had a problem with the ash borer big time. We've lost a big percentage of our trees.
Well, there doesn't look like there's much snow at all anymore.
Right. There's only snow in a couple spots. I could prove it to you. And just in a couple shady spots. So yeah, it's about done. So sounds like you found yourself a troll or two. I was listening earlier, but I was kind of busy, even though it doesn't look like it.
Well, at this point in time,
I've got
all the trolls I can get.
That's funny. Yeah, well, I've got some Irish in me too. So I mean, not that I know you do, but I blame that for being sensitive once in a while. So yeah, hopefully, I don't have too much trouble with the trolls, but I need viewers first to get trouble with the trolls. Just like you two. Congratulations on getting over 1,000, though. That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I just got to work on my the hours now, which is a long way to go, but I'm getting there.
Right. Yeah, I did mention it. Yeah, I do. I guess maybe as the summer goes along, I'll get some more time to watch you and download some more videos myself.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll keep in touch with you, and appreciate you coming on. That was fantastic. And wait a second here, Karen figured it out. Way to go, Karen. You're awesome. Did I say awesome? You're awesome.
Can you see this building way off in the distance here? Can you see that little building over that way? Can you see a little building? Or
Must be far way off. Oh yeah, okay.
okay, that's Sargento cheese. Sargento cheese.
cheese. Wow.
Yeah, they've got a few plants out here. You know, we don't have quite as many cows as California, but we're right up there.
Actually, where I'm from here in Medicine Hat, there's a great, big, huge meat packing facility. We have a lot of cattle here that go through that place. So there's a lot of meat processing here.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. A lot of that here too. We like our beef and our bratwursts, which is some pork. But yeah, you've heard of the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, that was from it started out in a meat packing place.
Oh,
Meat Packers, actually. That's where the Packers
right
got their
on.
name. Meat Packers, sure. I don't brag about being a meat packer too often. So, but as long as we brought up the subject. Yeah, we got a pride with our Packers. We're still crying that we didn't win the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah. Well, Wisconsin sounds a lot like Alberta. I mean, you got everything we do.
Yeah, definitely. There was a lot of glaciers in this area. So, I mean, it's really neat to just look at the land.
Karen and Bree is still here. It's amazing you guys are hung around this long. I don't know if Ron and the other guys have gone, but I don't know how you guys do it. Take the time out of your day. You can do your housework, but taking the time out of your day to come by and watch. Thank you very much. And the link for your channel is up on the screen there. Unhappily Homeless.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, last time I was on your stream, I didn't know how to do that either. So thank you very much.
Yeah, that was breathing.
The sun is still high in the sky.
There you go. We got a nice sunny day here too as well. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes, it is. We do a lot of corn here too. So that feeds a lot of the beef.
Oh yeah.
And the deer. Of course you can't, there's going to be corn in the stalks left behind in a lot of cases, and that feeds the deer over the winter. So we have a good healthy hunting season.
That's good. Very good. Well, Unhappily Homeless, I think I'm going to pack her in for the day. And everybody that's in the chat there, I'm going to maybe just shut it down for the day. And I might come on next Sunday again at the same time and at least keep that part going. And I got some videos to come out. So I just want to
All right. Well, thank you for actually take a little walk. I can use the exercise.
Yeah, thanks for taking us along. We enjoyed the walk there.
Okay, we'll have to do it again then.
We will. Okay, Unhappily Homeless, you have a great afternoon or rest of your day. And for anybody else that's in the chat, thank you for coming in and taking the time out of your day, especially the guys from across the pond there. And we'll talk to you guys all next time.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks. See ya, Bree, bro. I had to throw that one in just once.
Yeah, chat. You have a good day. It was good seeing you guys again.
Okay. Bye, everybody.